Welcome back to a new video. This time we are looking at Prog, because we had a really good week last week with Prog, but you'll see that today we're falling by about 8%. Now this still puts us on a price just under 450, so overall I think we're in a good territory still, but I'm going to be getting into that and more in this video. I'm going to be talking about all of the technicals and that sort of thing, so if it does sound like a good episode, do subscribe. Remember though, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. This is nothing more than my personal opinion. But yes, if you do enjoy it, do subscribe. Now, a few other things to note. We are also doing a fundraiser right now for Save the Children. The link to the fundraiser will be somewhere around the video, and 100% of the funds do go straight towards Save the Children. And on top of that, we are actually starting up a Patreon now. We've had this Patreon for a while, but now I'm going to be publishing more and more content for you guys. Now I must say, I've already published some content which is actually free, and I will be publishing a lot of free content for you guys as well, so you do not need to sign up if you do not want to. There will be a lot of free stuff on there for you, but of course there will also be some private stuff too, so there's a lot to talk about on there. I'll be giving you updates as time goes on. But yes, now we're going to dive in and we're going to have a look at Prog. We're going to start off now on the simple chart, then work out to the more complex one. On the simple chart, we've seen a trend which is very clear to read. From the morning, we're moving down. Highs were at 521, this was at 9:40 in the morning, and you'll see that from there we had a big steep dip down. Now this took us to our low so far, which was down here. If we have a look, it was down at a price of about 442. So you'll see we had our first dip, which actually lowered out our price of 443. Then we went up a little bit, all the way up to the 450s and 460s, and then we came back down to a similar point. And right now we're seeing a bit of movement upwards. There is still a little bit of time, about 2 hours to go until the market does shut, so anything can happen. But yeah, in the past 5 days, things are not looking too bad. Now the lows in the 5-day period were found back on Thursday. These were sat at just over $4, 407. So you'll see we've hit the bottom now, in my opinion, and we are now starting to consolidate in the range above $4, which is fantastic. What I said in the past is that if you have a look at the chart over the past month especially, even back on the 12th of November, we sat on a price of 290, and the game was looking unclear with Prog. We were looking for a push above 3 and consolidation above 3. Then we were looking for a push above 4 and consolidation above 4. Then we were looking for a push above 5 and consolidation above 5. Well, we hit 5, we didn't consolidate there, but the fact that we got there is impressive. Now 450 or somewhere around there is still a very good level to consolidate at. Anywhere above 4 is good, because I know the one is coming down today, the stock is coming down today, but look at the 1 month chart. If you're in doubt, just zoom out and you'll see how quickly we've gone up. I think a bit of profit taking was inevitable. I think going forwards we shouldn't really be too intimidated by small drops like what we have seen today. But what I want to do now is have a look at the technical indicators with you guys and then share a few more of my opinions towards the end of the video. So first, on the 1 day, we're looking at a moving average, which is exactly where we are right now. You can barely even see the tab sticking out the bottom because we are almost sat on the exact same price. Now the trend for the RSI is also neutral on 50, and for the volume we can see down here, we're looking fairly low. Now come up to MACD, and the trend for that is looking quite flat as well, and again that is because all of our indicators really on the 1 day have had the time to catch up. Come out to the 5-day and you'll see a few of our other indicators are looking fine as well. We're a little bit below the moving average because we have had that drop today, but yes, we're not too far off it at all, which is a good thing to see. Now the RSI for this time period is on 45. This is fine as well, it's not really too bad, it's only 5 points away from neutral, and it really is almost exactly where we want to be, so I'm very happy to see that. And when we have a look, volume for today is relatively low. Now I'll talk about volume and why that's important in just a moment, but we'll have a quick look at our MACD trend in the meantime, and that is also quite flat as well. Now come out to the 1 month, you will see we're still in that channel, like I said, between 5 and 4. This is good. Keep in that channel and we're fine. Ideally, we're looking for a push above $5 and consolidation above 5, but really, in my opinion, as long as we see some consolidation at 4 at the bottom and at 5 at the top, we're in a good channel here between 4 and 5. We want to see that continue into the rest of the week, and even if we do bottom out at the very lowest 4, I still think that is a massive improvement on where we were in the last week at the beginning, so I'm still happy to see it, and I think we're still okay. Now, our indicators out here, well, volume is the one that I'm going to speak about first because I do think it is very important. Volume shows how many people are buying the stock, selling the stock, and it does also show, how popular stock really is, because if there's a lot of buying and selling going on, it shows, of course, People are obviously purchasing it, people are thinking about it, people are talking about it. Volume for Prog has been quite low over time, it's been getting lower and lower and lower, and then we had this big explosion in volume as we had the 3-day rise. Now you'll see that from there the volume has been going down, but it does appear to not be too much lower than what it was back on this day only 2 trading days ago, which was about Thursday of last week, which is fine, but we do see it not really drop much lower because low volume isn't really good for movement on the price of the stock, so hopefully more volume can come back into it. Bear in mind, it doesn't really need to be insane volume. As long as we get some volume like what we saw on Friday over here, that would be fine, and it would be nice to see. But a few of our other indicators, we're looking at an RSI figure of 61. That is fairly okay. It's 11 points away from neutral, but of course it is coming down after the rise that we have had in the past week or two. So I'm not too disappointed with it. It is going to be a bit out, but it is looking fairly okay. And the trend that we're seeing for the MACD, well, let's have a quick read of that. You'll see that is actually looking quite bullish. The lines are crossing over into a bullish phase, and they're very high above the middle, and of course the middle is an indication of neutrality. So we're above that now, which is nice. And if you have a look at the candlesticks, we're starting to see a bit of a red candlestick appearing here. Not too big or important of an issue just yet, but it is kind of a sign of a bearish trend. Now, will this flip over like it did in the past, and will the lines not even be able to cross downwards? Or will we start to see this one actually move down? Like I said, in my opinion, 450 or somewhere around there, down to about 445, would be a lovely level of consolidation. Below that, we're looking at 4, because we have seen that in the past as a level of consolidation. Even at 4, we should look at where we were just a number of days ago. We're still in a fine place in my opinion, but again, that's something that I will talk about with you guys as time goes on, as I will be giving you daily updates. So thank you for watching this one, guys. See you all again in another one tomorrow. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.